What's up, guys? This is Aware Evan.
Aware Nash.
And Reporter Lucas.
And this is Awareness Live. So we brought a very special friend of ours in here. This is Reporter Lucas. And he's a very special friend.
Special?
He's special.
Special. I have my two special guns on the table.
Yeah, they are
Special.
fancy. And he is here to answer the question posed last week by one of our viewers of SMP versus Polar Star.
All right. What I have is a A&K M249, and I have put a Polar Star in that, and I have my old, this is an old D-Boy Scar with an SMP inside of it. Now, when it comes to Polar Star and SMP, the first thing you have to understand is they're two completely different systems. You know, they're both HPA, but that's pretty much the only similar things. Starting off is Polar Star is the actual gearbox. It's the entire thing, and it just fits right in to the gun itself, whereas the SMP, you have to have an actual shell with the trigger and everything, and it fits inside the gearbox where the cylinder would go. How they work, the Polar Star works like any other AEG, where the nozzle sits forward, and it comes back, lets the BB load, comes forward, puts the BB in the chamber, and fires. While the SMP, on the other hand, it already starts sitting back, and it pushes forward, shoots the BB, comes back, and that's pretty much it. And because of this, the SMP needs less, I guess, what's the word? Less
Compressed air?
No, it needs less settings, because the SMP has 2 settings, while the Polar Star I think has 6 settings, if I'm not 100% mistaken. But for the Polar Star, needs to be a setting for the nozzle coming back, the nozzle shooting forward, and the nozzle releasing air. While with the SMP, it literally is just one setting that pushes the nozzle forward and lets the air out. So it might seem like you have more adjustment options with the Polar Star, but that's just because there's more movement and there's more about it. The SMP is a lot quieter and more efficient as well, and because it uses less moving parts and stuff like that than the Polar Star, it does use, for me, it's about 50% less air. But, for the Polar Star on their side, it can get to a higher FPS. You can use a higher PSI. You can jack that thing up to about 700 feet per second if you really wanted to. Whereas in the SMP, I think the max is 450. So if you want a DMR or a really good saw weapon or something like that, definitely go with the Polar Star. But if you want something like my Scar, CQB, anything you don't want to puncture holes in people's faces, you definitely want to go with an SMP. So it's all preference and what role you want to play. So.
And what is the price on a Polar Star and an SMP, respectively?
The SMP runs you about $400, which is actually cheaper, and the Polar Star runs you about $500. So.
Alrighty. On that note, let's get to questions.
Questions? Who's going to start?
Coin toss you, I guess. You're the guest.
Richard Langton. Terrible names. Is there somewhere that you can learn basic maintenance for your gun, i.e. cleaning, upgrades, as this seems to be a main source of broken guns amongst new players? Learn basic maintenance. My brother does this, and what he does is he actually takes a gearbox, like an old gearbox, and he takes it apart, figures out how it works, puts it back together, and figures out how, and then just keeps trying to get it right. Don't take your gearbox, essentially. That's pretty much all he does, and he's become our tech for the team.
I've found multiple, if not thousands, of videos on YouTube because the internet is the greatest thing ever, and it never lies. Ha!
The internet never lies. What?
Alman, that was a really good answer. You get a cookie for that.
You get a cookie.
You get a cookie?
He gets a Hostess cookie.
I feel so
out of the
American.
50 cents bin at a gas station.
It's not a Twinkie. Get out of my sight. But, yeah, YouTube, I find a lot of things on YouTube for maintenance stuff. Me, personally, I'd rather send it to a tech because every time I've tried to tech, and Nash can attest to this, I've blown up my gearboxes. I put a Lonex in stock G&G. It was hilarious.
Oh, my God. Was that the one that he had the gun for, one game? And
Yeah. First gun he ever
I
owned.
phased out the motor on 11-1 with the stock motor.
Oh, jeez, I feel so bad for you.
Yeah.
I bring my guns firstly to Stampede Airsoft because they do amazing work, and I don't know, Mario has magic over there, so he does have magic fingers.
That's not creepy. Nash, where have you found maintenance
Uh,
ideas?
YouTube, that's about it. I don't do a lot of tech work. I go to techs mostly. I've been lucky, not a lot of stuff is broken, and I'm going to knock on my chair because it's made of wood.
Oh yeah, don't. It's gonna start breaking, and your guns are gonna start falling apart. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh at you. I'm laugh in your face.
Yeah. Then I'll send it to Stampede, so.
And before he gets a Polar Star and he tries to tech the Polar Star, there goes the FCU.
No. Why are there no gears?
Well, actually, my FCU is broken technically.
Oh.
So if we're talking about broken, like the button, there's a little button in there, and that kind of snapped off, so the settings are kind of stuck where they are. I mean, it's a really small button. I mean, it's literally the size of a grain of rice.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's
5,000 FPS at 50 rounds a second.
Watch
Yeah.
it. Some say
Good
broken.
saw.
Some say broken. Some say tournament lock.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly.
Okay.
It is tournament locked for American Milsim. So
Yes.
So don't have to worry about that.
Alrighty, I'll take a whack here. Thank you to everyone who sent in questions. We have more now.
I think the cookie went under the couch.
David Joe Williams asks, what's the key to good teamwork? That's
All right, we're all thinking the same word. We're gonna say it on 3. Okay, it starts with a C.
I know exactly what it is.
1, 2, 3.
Communication. He like half came into the end of that one.
I wasn't
What
sure
were
if you were
you
gonna.
thinking of? Communism?
No, I wasn't sure what you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna make some joke
That's
like
the
you
Russian
do all
Russians.
the time.
No.
offense. I love the Russians. I don't mean communism. You guys are very nice people. That is why I'm joining you. Thank you. But
No, but communication is definitely key. I mean, if you have a team that has all comms and they know how to talk to each other properly, they can
Oh, yeah.
you can out tactic an enemy force that's twice your size if you just know what you're doing. You know, if you know how to communicate with each other. So
it's like the new movie coming out, Fury. 1 tank versus 300 Nazis. That's communication at its finest.
I mean, hey, Brad Pitt's in it, so if we've seen his Nazi
and Shia
killing,
LaBeouf.
no, if we've seen Brad Pitt's Nazi
LaBeouf.
killing ability demonstrated, we know that it's going to be no challenge.
that's very true.
There are going to be 300
Nazis.
Nazi scalps sitting on
My
the.
Nazi scalps. But no, I mean, we had an event at DV8 where it was the Woodland team versus the multicam team, and we had all comms, and they had rarely anything. And I mean, we went to the point where I think we took out the tank 5 times. We took almost every objective, and we just kind of ran over them by midday. So I mean, it helps to have all the communication and a good radio as well.
One example was hostile takeover.
Mhm.
We on the Mercs, we just had all that communication.
We had,
and you were on the green. You were on the other team, and we destroyed you in the first 20 minutes.
we had less people like the entire day, or
We had. I think we had 25 people.
and we ran through 2 teams.
For the
Yeah.
green team, it wasn't a lack of communication because everybody had a radio. I was like the only one without a radio.
You
And
just probably didn't use it right.
no, I didn't even have one. I just said, you know what? I don't know. I don't have a Bayo Fang. I'm waiting until I get a Bayo Fang. Get a Bayo Fang, everybody.
Get a Bayo Fang.
He's saving himself for Baofang. It's worth it.
Yeah. And literally, I saw the group of mercs we're working with. I'm like, nah, I'm going to go back to my spawn point because I don't trust them. 3 minutes later, over the comms, oh god, the mercs turned on us!
That was the best. That was the best.
We killed all
that was
of you.
literally the best. I'm sitting there and I'm looking at like 6 green guys and I'm like, and Willie's like, Tucker's like, oh yeah, we're gonna turn the green guys now. I was like, oh yes, this is so perfect. It's all up. It was
I was just done. When I heard it, I was just like, you know what? Put the gun down. I chair saw it for a good hour. After that, I was just like, nope. Just nope.
That might have been one of the better events that's happened in the past year. Just
And then we had the whole day trying to get Joel's key out of the trunk.
oh my god, that was
Yeah,
hilarious.
that was-
hilarious.
Finally, AAA answered my call. Thank you, AAA.
I saw the YouTube video where the dude he was getting really pissed off.
Yeah, it sucked, dude. It was a thing. I hope it never becomes a thing again.
yeah.
Oh. Next question.
Yeah. Wow, there's so many questions.
Yes, I know.
Thank you. Thank you, YouTube and internet, who is never lying to us.
Ever.
Ha! Reese Faye asks, if you could have any real-world gun replicated into an airsoft gun, what would it be? My gun's already here. It's known as the SVD Dragunov.
You have a real one?
Oh,
No, an
wish
airsoft
I-
one.
Oh, okay.
I wish I had the real one. I could
Hold on,
pick
does
one.
it say replica or
Replicated into airsoft.
Oh, okay.
So like airsoft gun version of.
Or the best gun ever, which is the Elite Force SR-14.
gun that I would want into an air. I don't know.
Like you have a lot of options.
They
in
have
airsoft
so many
already.
options that. I mean, I guess more World War II guns would be always preferable.
Yeah.
You know, they only have maybe the FG-42.
Ooh.
That would be
That would be
something.
perfect.
I mean, they already had.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Maybe the
An MG42 would kill stuff.
what?
MG42
would
They,
kill
they already have an MG-42.
Yeah,
Oh.
Matrix makes it.
So no, the FG-42 is the one with the side mag.
Oh yeah, that one.
They have a PPSH. They have an STG-44.
I think they have a Mosin
You know
and
what I
Gans.
see?
They have
wanna
no.
come
No, I don't
back?
think they have like a. You have to like make your own. I guess. I think.
Yeah.
What would be really nice for them to bring back would be the 1919.
I think they
Yes.
were making one. I thought G&G was making. I think it was G&G that was making
I can't
one.
remember who made.
Somebody made a 1919.
They recently,
Yeah.
really recently, they made a 1919. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, I want a 1919.
You know what I would want?
Star.
If somebody could make it exist. Because have you seen those new grenades? I think somebody had them at Broken Home where it's like, it's an airsoft grenade that actually like shoots then detonates downrange.
Oh,
Yeah, those are Russian made.
Yeah.
They're,
But one of those and an airsoft Mark 19.
I mean, they use 40 millimeter. Like they use the
Yeah.
whole 40 millimeter. Those things are so nice. But no, maybe a working M1 Garand
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
because all the M1 Garands are like either like they're disproportional. They just have some weird thing broken with them, and they just like half the time work. So
Yeah.
maybe an actual M1 Garand.
The other one would be the BAR, but they already got the BAR.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks. It breaks really easily. I've seen a lot of it. I don't know. More modern. They've pretty got almost a lot of modern guns.
Yeah, they've got, like, most modern guns they've done something of. Even if it's not, like, in production
Mhm.
now, it's been done.
And before you people start commenting it, because I actually want to see what you guys would think about that. No guns from Call of Duty, please. So, like,
Real guns only.
yeah, real guns. Which takes out, like, 98% of the
It
guns
takes
in
out
COD.
everything before, like, or after, like, Black Ops
Yeah.
and Modern Warfare 3, which they all.
And some of the stuff in Ghost is real, like the Honey Badger kit for the M4, the...
I've never played Ghost.
It's
I don't
pretty
even
much-
own an
it's a
Xbox.
integrated suppressor M4 with a tank stock.
Honey Badger FTW.
Yes.
He gets the reference.
But other than that,
They pretty much have everything modern-wise. I mean,
Yeah.
most everything, or at least they had it at one
Yeah.
point. I don't know.
I'm really stumped now. Is there anything else?
Maybe
Like-
some handguns, like the 5.7 got discontinued. I don't know.
Is Russia? What's Russia's like current pistol that they use?
I think it's the. It's like it's in battle. It's like
Yeah.
the MP443.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Grenache.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. I just know about
the
it.
MP443 Grenache. That is,
It's like a semi-automatic.
yeah.
So
That's.
I think I got it.
I
As
have
to
to
like
have
the
one.
number one gun that I've never seen in airsoft that I would want to see in airsoft. Modus. M2 Browning 50 caliber.
there was a company that made. I think they made 8mm Modus, and you can just get a replica and put in a freaking gearbox.
Good point.
in
It's
it.
it's a lot of space to put a little bit of
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. All right.
Okay, so
This is from my team. Advantages and disadvantages of a sidearm.
disadvantages I can think of immediately, if you have it on a drop legs aren't fun to run with. That's just me. And other disadvantage, it kind of can add more weight, but for most people, weight is not an issue. Like, that's the only two disadvantages I can think of among a lot of advantages. So,
Disadvantage would have to be the drop leg, because I've run a drop leg probably
Drop leg.
3 or 4 times, and for some reason I still can't get it sitting right, and it just flops around like a limp noodle on my leg,
Well, that's
banging into me. And
the
I've
ones
lost
with-
so many mags because of
God.
that.
that's more a disadvantage of a drop leg though, not a sidearm.
Well, I mean,
but
like
it can be related.
I had
to it.
I had the G code holster, like
Yeah.
those plastic ones for my hip, and that thing hurt so much. Like I never wanted to use it again because
Yeah.
it was just stabbing into my side. So I mean, that's kind of a disadvantage. Other disadvantages might be like you rarely use it.
Yeah.
Like I had a sidearm once, and I still have it. I never use it.
Yeah.
I never have like a.
I
Like,
had a
for me-
sidearm for the MGP Sovereign Fury, where I had a G19 on my actual carrier with the
Yeah.
Molly rigged Blackhawk. That was fine. I enjoyed it because I ran out of ammo so many times where I was just like, I'm clearing buildings with a pistol and still getting the job done. I thought, if it's your last resort, yes, I think a sidearm would be great to have.
Building clearance, that's also a good.
Is it
Kind of
always necessary in a rec game?
No.
Not as much.
No.
I mean, you go out to like fields like DV8 and stuff like that. You might need a pistol, like when you're going into the fire base. But
Yeah.
But other than that, you don't need it all. But
So, like,
it does have its advantages.
So like tight end, CQB, and last resort are kind of the two main reasons you would use one, or at least we would use one.
Or if your gun break, I've had that
Yeah.
time where your gun breaks down the middle of a game. The only thing you can use is the sidearm.
Yeah.
So.
Like the one poor guy who ended up having to carry that stretcher with me at
Oh my God!
Hostile
Yes.
Takeover.
Yes.
I got shot so many times. To anyone considering a Mohawk, always wear a hat or a helmet because Mohawks are excellent targets. I got shot in the head
we
so
walked
many
into a
times.
slaughter fest though. We walked
Yeah.
around this corner and there's like 9 guys that are like all aiming at us, and we're like,
Yeah.
oh great, and we're all trying to like rush this dummy into this deuce, and it just didn't work.
Yeah. Deuce and half trucks don't act as the best cover.
And I told the entire green team to shoot you because you had a Mohawk. I said, hey, see that guy right there with a Mohawk? Shoot him.
I rescind my cookie.
Just do it. If you want it, it's under the couch.
The couch, go get it.
Go.
Good boy, good boy.
Okay, next question before I punch somebody.
No God.
I'm just kidding, you guys. I want to punch you guys. And that's upside down. Okay, NEPA Airsoft. Can you convert a high cap mag to a mid cap mag? Reason I ask this is mags for the STG-44 or the PPSH are only high cap stick mags. High cap stick mag? Yeah, those exist. Being able to convert them over to a mid cap type mag would be awesome. Can it be done?
Yes, I've seen it with the STG-44 mags. They're only high caps, and I've seen like people put MP. I guess you can fit like an MP, the AEG MP7 mags in there.
Yeah.
And they fit, and I guess you just modify it somehow, and it fits perfectly into the STG-44 mags, and you can use those as mid caps. That's the only thing I've ever seen for an STG-44. It requires a lot of modifications and stuff, though. But I haven't seen any. That's pretty much it.
The PPSH, I would say, if you could do it, exchange the magwell for a Thompson magwell.
Well, they have. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they have drum mags for it. I mean, it's not a mid cap, but I mean.
Yeah. But if you went to like a World War II op that called for a mid cap on a PPSH, I'm gonna have to say,
I don't
Yeah.
think they would be able to do that because there is none.
Yeah.
There is none. So like that
Yeah.
would be a weapon. I don't know.
But if you did want a mid cap, I would say, because the closest thing next to it would have to be the Thompson's magwell, because they make so many mid caps.
Yeah, Thompson's, it's not even funny the amount.
For the Thompson alone.
I've got like 8 of them at home because, World War II.
Yeah.
WW2.
Elman.
Hashtag representing.
Hashtag
If you did World War II, which side would you be on? If you did World War II airsoft,
America.
Russian. Straight up Russian.
Fallschirmjäger. That's what I am. Part of the Fallschirmjäger unit. So
Yeah, see, there you go.
America. For the win.
everybody does America. They're like all.
Yeah.
I've noticed this when we go to World War II games. It's all the Germans are all like vets and stuff like that, and like they're like recent vets
Yeah.
and they're all high energy. They know what they're doing, and all the Americans are fat, lazy, like Vietnam vets.
Aw.
So,
So-
the same thing
Yep.
as today's Army Ranger impressionists?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Brent.
yeah, but America back-to-back World War champions, so,
I know that's what I thought, and then I switched over to the Germans, and we had like half the number, and we just mowed everybody down. Like it's not even a contest
I kind
anymore.
of want to do a German World War II kit.
They're really fun.
I want to.
And the best thing about Fallschirmjäger is you don't need to use German weapons because they jumped in behind enemy territory with American weapons and American gear.
Ooh,
So that's why
that's
I'm a Fallschirmjäger with a Thompson and I have STG 44 mags with Thompson mags in them because it works.
Nice.
Alrighty.
That's me.
But we told you to silence your
Josh?
phone.
That's my.
I know.
Josh?
I'm joking.
Alright, Philip Kellett. Drinking bottles, what's best and safe to drink from? I.e., alloy bottles are not. So, like, what's the safest thing to drink from if you're going to carry something onto the field with you?
BPA free canteen, like a Nalgene bottle. That's what
I
would
mean, I
say.
usually just bring like a water bottle with me. I
Yeah.
don't really have or that or like using a hydration bladder.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah,
your own
really
hydration.
clean
But
hydro.
I mean, if you wanted to bring like a metal canteen out there, I'd probably just go get one from like your local like Target or
Yeah.
something like that and fit in your vest. It's not. There's nothing really to look out for, I guess.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated, kids.
Yes. Always stay hydrated.
If you're not hydrated, the heat's going to get you.
Oh my god.
Mountain Dew does not count as water.
Now, you can't prove that now. Not as good as moonshine.
Alrighty. Lucas,
Right.
you take one, then I'll do the last one. We're getting close to time.
This one has no name.
Oh.
Cod softers? Question mark. Which I've yet to see, and you don't see anything wrong with them either.
I feel like I probably cut that one wrong.
Should we just get another one?
Yeah. Sorry about that. I'll go through those
It
later
just
and put that
sounds,
one back in. Yeah. I probably cut that wrong.
Hey, it's that guy.
Aware Tucker. No, that's not even a question. Not even a question.
What?
Oh, that's yeah.
What is that?
That was an answer on Facebook. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Richard Bass.
Okay.
I kind of got tired towards the end of cutting the questions. And just
Okay.
kinda went-
Tucker.
David Joe Williams. How to deal with people that don't take their hits.
Ooh. I think all of us have at least written one article about this.
Alright, Polar Star users, here's what you do. If you have the option, flip it on full auto and go whack.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if they're not calling their hits, you just kind of
Keep doing it.
shooting them. Yelling doesn't always
yelling-
help. I mean, we've all probably done it where we've yelled at somebody. I've
Yeah.
definitely done it where I've gotten pissed
There was
off
a
enough.
guy at our indoor field at Combat City last week was using a riot shield, thought he was invincible.
I hate that.
Was literally facing this way. I was perpendicular against him. Lit him up in the side. He turns like nothing happened and plops the shield down.
Always fun.
Yeah, this is why I just...
You-
People, please call your hits.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
definitely call
It
your
makes
hits.
everyone's life so much easier.
And if necessary, like, tell an admin.
yeah,
That always
Yeah.
helps. Like,
well, unless you're my friend Corey, who accidentally shoots someone 2 feet away, and he gets banned by one of the admins for an accident, and the admin won't listen to him.
Wop wop.
Yeah,
is this Combat City?
yeah.
That makes sense.
I mean, they're
Well,
not, they're
it's
not
the
bad.
one.
It's
It's
just
the
a
one
misunderstanding.
admin. He's the one that we really just don't
Stay away from him.
We try not to play when he is out there because he makes really bad calls, and all the other admins are fine. All the other ones at the indoor, they're really nice guys, and it's just that one is the big sourpuss and has to side with the really try hard kid, but
Yeah. Alrighty, last question.
Anyway.
because we wear cry.
Cry or die.
Okay, this one was submitted by the page as a direct message quoted. It's from somebody named Chucky. Is it okay to use teddy bears with grenades in them at airsoft matches?
Can we not use that one? Like, can we actually have like a legitimate question? Like a teddy bear with a grenade in it?
I mean,
Well,
have you
that's
seen
not-
Full Metal Jacket? It was effective at killing a staff sergeant.
Well, no.
Well, actually, that was a
that's
massive
not on the
stuffed
same
bunny.
level as can I tape a potato can into the bottom of my gun? Yes, do it. It would be funny. Just
Yes.
watch some little 10-year-old rental kid run up to it. It's like, oh my gosh, Teddy!
I
Oh!
don't even think it's gonna be effective, but like,
It would be hilarious, though,
It'd
and
be funny if it was a thermo bear.
what is airsoft except if not fun?
you need to get like a TLSFX grenade.
Yeah. Or just like 4 Thunder Bees taped together.
Josh, send us some grenades because our country doesn't like grenades.
Oh my god!
Your country does.
I've tried asking him, and he I don't know if he can get them or not, because I know you have Crazy Cro-Mag sells them.
Mm-hmm.
A few other places sell them, but they're never in stock. So you have to we'll get Josh to buy some.
Gosh dang it, Britain!
The one thing that how can America not have explosives? We need explosives.
They're British made. All those grenades. Why. So they have normal pineapple grenades. You've got your flashbang type grenades. They have legitimate flashbangs.
It's the Boston Grenade Party.
And the Russians have a damn grenade of a 40 mil grenade round that shoots explosive rounds, and it's an airsoft.
It doesn't do explosive smoke.
They have impact. They have at a distance it shoots off. But I mean,
I want that for smoke.
They're expensive.
Yeah, it's $100 for 8 of them.
Yeah.
I don't care.
It's kind of worth it though.
Yeah.
A national op, if you could say if you're in my position now, since I'm going to be doing DMR with the SVD, if I just had a pocket grenade launcher with me, put that in, pop some smoke, and then just lay back, I'd be perfect.
I mean, you do always have the one other option of instead of grenade launcher, just learn how to throw.
You can throw an actual smoke grenade.
Yeah.
They have those nice big orange ones that are go for 5 minutes. It'll clear out a whole building.
Yeah.
If you really want it.
Enola Gay makes some really good stuff. They have that.
They're good.
They have that quick dispersal one that's really cool.
I have not tried that one. I've only tried
that one I saw used at Sovereign Fury. It was
really when, because I never really saw. Maybe I wasn't paying attention when
it
I was.
Where did you start for Sovereign Fury? Were you in the building in the middle of the city? Or
no, what side were you on?
I was on American.
Okay, I was on American. We started.
You guys had to take out the.
We were in the center. We had that Jeep thing.
Yeah. Okay.
We were in the center, so.
Yeah, right in the middle of the city. They plopped one down. It went off. The smoke lasted for probably a minute, and then it went off. And I was like, "Okay, you got any more?"
Well, it's supposed
to
be for
three grenades on each side just start pouring out, and grenades go off. People are trying to run across the street. They're dying, and I'm like. I'm just sitting here sniping people. Can I just have a moment?
Until about 5 o'clock that day, that was the best Milsim game I've ever been to.
That.
Until it started getting bad and they started putting the green team back into the city. Here, we're just gonna baby you. Here you go.
Then we could never get back in.
And we can never get back in. So.
Okay, so we are gonna be.
Thanks, Obama.
You get a cookie for that. Because I have 2.
Obama did it.
You got another one?
Twinkie!
Do you have more?
They were in the 50-cent bin at the gas station. They're probably not safe for human consumption.
Wait, which gas station? Are there Twinkies?
Not in the 50-cent bin. This was the 50-cent bin with a little 50-cent sticker over the biohazard mark. The one on the corner. Okay, so
I'm getting me some radioactive Twinkies.
So this concludes episode number 4 of Awareness Live. Elman's gonna go. Hopefully not go give Airsoft a bad name by mugging a convenience store with
I have a hose hanging out at the bottom of my gun. I'm going to rob you.
It doesn't work.
Let me just blow into this. It wouldn't actually work, but it would be funny. Alrighty. On that note, also remember to always keep your guns in a gun bag and in safe locations. Have a nice day.
Later, guys.
See ya.